Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new, then please subscribe. I create regular readings, tarot readings, pick a cards, topics about crystals and spirituality. So in today's video, this is going to be another paranormal story time. So I have a few more experiences to share with you all. So I'm going to talk about haunted dolls. Now, this was something I've never believed in. Dolls that can be spirit vessels where spirits can attach themselves to an object to basically cause spirit activity. But I do have a really interesting story to tell you all. So my mum is a huge doll collector. She's collected for so many years, and she did store some dolls, like vintage dolls, that were around my granddad's house. And when he passed, obviously clearing the house out, my aunt and cousin was clearing out the dolls that were stored around there because my mum had too many, so she left some around there. She advertised these dolls online, and then a woman came to pick them up. So the interesting story about this, the woman that came to pick them up, when she was asked, you know, why does she want these dolls for, she said that she is a medium and that the dolls were talking to her through the picture on the computer screen. They were sending her messages, so she believes the dolls are haunted. So she said the doll is called Billy. That was actually a girl doll, and then she said that his name is Billy, he is a boy, and that he's not necessarily a very good spirit. She said he's very unhappy. And she took another doll which she believes is a spirit vessel, and that doll is called Lilith. So she kept in contact with my cousin, and she said that when she took the dolls home that she did have to put them in the shed due to the fact that these were like not good spirits. So I have no idea what else she done with them, if she tried to communicate more information. But obviously, as a spirit enthusiast, I was really intrigued by the story, and I got in contact with the medium myself, and I basically said to her that my mum has a lot of dolls. Can you tell me if this one is haunted? So this was a doll that my mum brought back from that house. So it was the only doll that she took back. So she left the others, and this one doll she brought back with her. And a little bit of a funny story is that she was on the bottom of the stairs, and I didn't see, I didn't put the light on, and I ended up treading on her. I literally tread on her stomach, and my instant reaction was like, oh, I'm so sorry, like, I'm so sorry, like, as if like she was real. But basically she told me that there is a spirit in this doll, and her name is Emily. So hello Emily, welcome to my YouTube channel. So she was purchased in the 90s, so she's more than 25 years old. And she told me that Emily is an old soul and a gentle one. So I'm glad she didn't say that she's like an evil spirit. So I have tried working with Emily myself, and I have used the EMF on her. I can't detect anything. I will try again with a new EMF device. So I thought this would be a really interesting story time to tell you about spirit dolls, if they are even real. But there is a lot of things on telly, like Paranormal Caught on Camera, Ghost Adventures, of dolls being known to be spirit vessels. So I thought I would show you Emily, because apparently this is her name. So hello and goodbye Emily. So in my previous ghost story time, I did mention about a haunted house that I lived in once, and it's just an interesting fact that that doll did come from that house and then was moved to my granddad's. So I don't know if that had anything to do with the activity, but again, I've not really, in this house, I haven't picked up any activity with this doll being here now. So back with the family story times, there's one story I do want to mention that I didn't last time, and that is my granddad, who was working a night shift. He was basically guarding the property, and him and another colleague were basically on either ends, and he said that he saw a man in dark clothing just walking down the end of the path, and he told the colleague, and they basically went both directions to basically meet the man in the middle, where it would be a dead end. There's nowhere for you to go. They both went there and the man had vanished. He was no longer seen, but they both saw him. And then the interesting thing that they actually got told that there is a regular spirit that is seen there from a man who actually hung himself, and he's often seen in that exact place where he killed himself. So that was quite fascinating. So that's another true story for you. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is my grandfather clock, which belonged to my granddad, and it's actually known that grandfather clocks can be haunted clocks, and they do have a kind of spooky presence. So I will insert a clip of what my grandfather clock has been doing, but I actually cannot explain it, and if anyone can give me a logical explanation for it, I would love to know. But basically the clock has a pendulum, okay, and it stopped working, and we changed the batteries thinking it's a battery problem. The same thing happened again, okay, where it stops, the pendulum just stops for literally hours. And then after midnight, sometime after midnight between 12 and 1, it kind of starts going again. This happened 4 times. So I managed to actually document when it happened, when it actually was slowing down. The speed was different. I got it stationary where it literally stopped, and then when it picked up speed again to keep going. So here is the clip of that. Here is a clip that I filmed on my iPhone. So as you can see, the pendulum is slowly slowing down. It's so slow, and it is coming up to the 10 o'clock in the evening. And then this next clip, you see it's stationary, it's not moving at all, and it's almost 11 p.m. so you can see how it's gone from slowing down to just not moving a single bit. Then the next clip was filmed on my camera, and as you can see how well it is swinging, and it's back to normal, and this is after midnight. So the clock hasn't stopped working. It's literally just the pendulum that seems to just stop working sometimes. So yeah, I actually cannot explain how a pendulum can do that. It's not broke, it starts to work really, really well. And I don't know if it is something to do with the time, because I've read before that grandfather clocks stop at the exact time that someone died. So I don't know if it is a message from the other side, or if it is my granddad, because it was his clock and he did pass sometime after midnight. So that is probably the strangest thing that has happened in my house recently. So the next clip I have is from an old Georgian house that was built in 1729, where there is so many beautiful rooms, but there was one room I was really drawn to, and it literally looks like a tarot room. Like, I wish I had my tarot cards in my handbag that day, because I would have put them on the table and done a little reading. It was an amazing room, very dark, very spooky, eerie, and I absolutely loved it. But there was something really weird that happened. So you will see in the video clip there's like 2 mirrors facing each other, like almost like these black scrying mirrors. And when I was looking into one, I did feel like a pressure on my left shoulder. So I can't confirm this is something spiritual, because I was obviously trying to sense something in the room anyway. So I don't know if my own, you know, subconscious was making me start to feel things. But I often do get that pressure feeling when I meditate sometimes on my left shoulder. It's very strange. It's like almost someone is like pressing against my shoulder. Anyways, the device I used in that room that picks up words from the EMF detector on it said the word shoulder. Now it said it literally a minute or 2 after I just said I feel like a pressure, like someone touched my shoulder, and then the device says shoulder. So I will try and show you what I mean. So this is the beautiful dark room that we went into, and unfortunately I've lost the sound.
Nancy, you're the one who touched Kerry on the shoulder.
So that could just be a coincidence, but again, it's just, I had to show you that room anyway, regardless. That is just such a spooky and beautiful room that I had to kind of include in this video. Okay, so the last few clips are going to be from the Eastbury Manor House that is in Essex, that I have caught spirit activity from before. I've seen little ghost spirits running up the stairs from the outside view, which I will show you that clip now so you can see.
So this house was built in the 1570s. Now pay close attention to the bottom window. There is a figure going up the stairs right now. Then there is another one running up the stairs. Very small childlike figure, and then there will be one more right now. This is one of the footage slowed down so you can see the figure.
And then I also saw the apparition, a full body apparition of a dark black figure, and it appears to be like a woman who has like a slouched back and like a hat, wearing like a hat, and I think this might be the woman in this picture.
So look to the left bottom window. In the corner you see the figure kind of walk past the window. I'm going to do it in slow motion now. You can see she's walking past the bottom window on the outside.
So I feel like this place is definitely haunted, so I have been back because it wasn't open last time, so I was actually able to enter the building this time. So this was what I picked up.
If you look through the gate, you will see a really strange mist fog. So I've now slowed the footage down, and it seems this could be an Ecto-Mist, which is known to happen before a spirit becomes a full-bodied apparition. Many people have witnessed them outdoors in graveyards, battlefields and historical sites. It doesn't seem to be someone smoking because it was a no smoke area. There wasn't anyone around. And also you can see the direction of the smoke is going from the house, the front of the house, towards the greenery, not the other way around.
And then lastly, this is the ghost picture that I managed to capture. There was a big, beautiful cabinet on the back wall, and I decided to take a picture of it because it was beautiful, and I thought, you know, reflective surfaces, they talk about mirrors and things being like portals, so I decided to just quickly snap a picture before I went out the room, and I just couldn't believe what I found in this picture.
So here is the original full-length picture of the cabinet. You can see I am taking a picture, you can see my head and my camera, and then to the right of me you can see Adam. Then right above his head is a ghostly figure face. So here is the zoomed in version. You can literally see the pupils of the eyes. I can see a distinctive face here of a woman. So here is a brightened version of the picture, and as you can see again, the distinctive face. There is nothing behind that could cause this shadow effect in the glass. You can see from the original photo there is wall hangings behind, but there is nothing above Adam's head that could physically show up in the picture. So this has to be one of my best captures because it's the only photo I've managed to capture. And it's super freaky. It proper did freak me out.
So this is all of my recent ghost experiences, my paranormal story time. I really love doing these videos. I would love to do more, so let me know in the comments if you would like me to do more of these, and subscribe if you like this content. Thank you for watching, and I'm sending you all so much love and light.